Scott Lee, good to see you, buddy.
Great to see you, my friend.
Thanks for taking time. I wanted to speak with you because you have this stealth venture, which I think by the time people see this will be unstealthed. There's no such word, but I'll just use that for now. The word will be out. You're doing something very exciting, very timely, and so I wanted to give you an opportunity to share this with me and my network. So could you say that? I guess you can say the company name because people see this in the future. What is the company? So let's start at a high level, just briefly. What is the company? And you're a busy guy. What pulled you into it? And what does it do?
No, I appreciate the opportunity, Frank. Always great to speak with you. Anytime I get the opportunity, I jump on it. So
Thank you,
you're an
buddy.
industry pioneer, especially in the AI space. And as you know, I've been doing this quite a while, about a decade now in AI. And so the new company, as you've seen by now, is Advantage GEO. GEO stands for Generative Engine Optimization. So everybody's heard of SEO, right? Search engine optimization. GEO is essentially the same thing, but for the age of AI. Um, and back to your question, as you know, we both have run in this circle for a long time. There's plenty of opportunities out there, and when this one approached me and we got involved, it was it was just like the most classic example of right place, right time, for this type of technology and advancement. Probably the best I've seen in 25 years, coming off of um, the power and the momentum of Gen AI and what we've seen in the last 2 years. But then on the marketing side of things, not really seeing the same advancements. So SEO, which has been, as everybody knows, the cornerstone of search and getting brands out there for the last 10 years or so. But it's started to fall behind. And everybody knows they need AI. They know, agentic, they know all these buzzwords, but they don't know how to solve the problem, which is what we've done with Advantage GEO and why we've launched and why we're so excited about it.
So, okay, now, so I want to pick up the pace here because the people who are watching this will have the same attention span that you and I are, Scott. So I don't think I'm rushing you, but I want to see if we could just get through some things. Now, I'm seeing it out there, Scott, as you are.
Yep.
More and more people are talking about this. So on one hand, it's good, right? It's the right thing at the right time.
Yeah,
I would also say that everybody I speak to wants more traffic to their website. That's the good
that's right.
news. They always have. And part of me felt, and this may have some people hating on me, but part of me felt that SEO, uh, I don't know, it never really delivered so much for me anyway. I don't know. So I'm happy. I'm happy. But what we see every day, and you probably do this, I very rarely go to Google now for a search. I'm not sure the last time I did.
That was what hit me with this. And when you talk about, kind of the aha moment was when several of my co-founders basically asked me the question, Scott, when was the last time you scrolled past AI summary? And I had to think, I haven't done that in 6 months. I haven't scrolled past the AI summary in 6 months. Most people haven't. Some of the stats say anywhere between 45 to 65% of all searches now end at AI summary.
Mm,
Nobody's clicking links anymore. There are no more blue links. And anyone who's chasing an SEO strategy only is chasing a ghost. Um,
yeah.
Most of the users out there, they want their answer. They want their answer. They want to move on. They don't want to scroll. They don't have time for it. Nobody has time to sit and scroll and look at links and click on links and read reviews and just give me the answer. Let me move on. I'm trying to get things done. And that's what GEO is providing. Now, the problem with that is if your content and your messaging isn't optimized for Gen AI, you're not in the conversation. You're just not. And that is what GEO solves for. And that's what we're really driving. And you talked about, Frank, from an attention span standpoint. You've started to see GEO, right? So it's starting to come. It's still pretty new. I think a lot of people are still unfamiliar with the term, but the ones who are know that it's the next big thing. But really, I would say 85% of the GEO companies out there, and there aren't a lot, are only solving half the problem.
Okay. Well, say, okay, good segue. So, Scott, are you selling a tech? Are you selling consulting or professional services? How would you describe the offering?
Yeah, so it's a platform. It's a proprietary AI platform that is not only identifying the problem, but it's actually solving the problem. So what we're doing through proprietary technology with services added on top of it, but most of what we're selling is the technology. Is we're identifying the gaps where the content's not optimized, and then we're actually automatically updating the content on your website, but not just your website, across your entire media platform. And that's the big missing piece right now. Most of the GEOs will basically go out and charge you for an audit and tell you, oh, you're not showing up here, you're not showing up there, and here's some things you can go do to make it better. That's again half the problem. What we're doing is we're actually going and solving that problem, optimizing the content, and making sure that you're seen as the authority source within AI for your brand.
Well, another benefit, another thing that I think would be a benefit of work with you, Scott, is the fact that many of the others that are coming at this are technologists and sales and marketing and biz dev, right? You're a domain expert. This
Right.
just popped into my mind, by the way. So if you're talking to people, you might be speaking to either founders, heads of sales, heads of marketing, and even the founders. They're just thinking deals, deal flow, right? So you could have that conversation where someone, if was looking at it maybe in a more limited sense, just from, hey,
Sure.
we built this thing, whatever. Because I have found over the years that that many of the people I've spoken to that were in the SEO game didn't really have the domain knowledge around business development and lead gen and things along those lines. I mean, am I correct in assuming that the majority of people you're talking to or will be talking to are people that are thinking deal flow? I mean, is that
Yeah,
it basically at the
100%.
end?
Right. How do I get eyes on brand? And really they've spent so much time and money becoming the authority and becoming the authority in their brand. And how do I keep that? And how do I keep eyeballs on our brand? We're speaking to CEOs, CMOs, CROs, people, owners, people who own the brand, own the revenue. They're the ones that care about the messaging and being seen as the authority in AI in pretty much any search that happens. So this is less about the technology. The technology is incredible. It's next generation, but frankly, that people who own that revenue don't care about the technology. Just make it work. That's why services firms have been so successful for so long, because they just don't care about the technology. Just make it work. But the problem with most firms out there now, especially on the SEO side, is they're just providing vanity metrics, and business owners don't really know if it's working. They think it is. They see their brand out there. They get these really cute dashboards. They look fancy, but they don't know if they're working. They can't tie it back to direct ROI, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're tying it back to directly into an ROI, and you can see the metrics, you can see the increased leads, and you can see where your spend is actually, producing results.
Okay. And Scott, is there any particular target for the new venture? Is it small, medium, large, any particular vertical? Who are you looking to connect with?
Yeah, so we're connecting with two main audiences. One are the larger enterprise, mid to large enterprises. We're doing that through a lot of our agency connections. So through relationships where they own the brands directly already, and they're trying to figure out, okay, how do I add value to these brands, right? So we do a lot of work with the different agencies, and then from the SMB side, we're going to have a self-serve model where you essentially, as a business owner, right, somebody local, realtor, an attorney office, anybody that's a local business, if you will, can go online and say, okay, I'm going to sign up for XYZ package, and off you go, and it can be self-serve. That's a really underserved market that we think can benefit from GEO.
Okay, super. And Scott, anything else you want people to know that are seeing this from my network? Either words to the wise or anything you want them to know, a URL or any other parting advice or thoughts?
Yeah, AdvantageGEO.ai. That's our URL. That's where you can find us. You'll see the big press release that we've launched, and be able to get to us. But come schedule a demo. Get on with our GEO experts. Let's have a conversation how we can help your brand become the authority in AI.
Great. Scott, thank you. I'm excited. I knew you were excited about this, so I know there's a big play here. And again, I know anyone that speaks to you, they're going to speak to someone that knows startups and big companies and sales and marketing. So they're going to get it's going to be a different kind of a conversation. So Good luck to you. Not that you need it, but I'm looking forward to. I personally be happy to connect you with anybody I speak to. So good
Thanks
luck,
so
buddy.
much,
Keep me
Frank. I really
posted.
appreciate the time, my friend.
Thank you so much.